Well, here we are in the south of England for this Champions Trophy match at the Rose Bowl. Welcome everyone, let's hope we see some great cricket here today. The ground is looking pretty spectacular today, and there's a big crowd, so we should be in for a great day's cricket. Now let's go down to the pitch where the captains are in the middle and about to toss the coin. Bill Laurie has made the long climb up to the commentary box. We had a close look at the pitch earlier, Bill. How did it look?
Thanks, David, and good morning, everyone. It's a good pitch for the batsmen, so I expect to see some decent scores posted today. It's going to take some really disciplined bowling if the fielding side are going to make any serious inroads out there.
Any favourites to win this one then, Bill?
Both these teams are very strong, so we should see a lot of good cricket out there today. It will be interesting to see who can gain the upper hand early, as this could be vital to the outcome. That's a really good piece of bowling. The batsman was beaten, all ends up.
No run scored. Dot ball. Good over so far. Just the one off the over. The left armour to start a new spell. No run there. No run taken off that ball.
That's the right length for this wicket. Bring the batsman onto the front foot.
Nothing scored there. That's another dot.
He plays that shot really well, and it brings in a lot of runs.
That brings up the first boundary of the innings. And at the end of the over, Bravo will start a new spell. Dot ball. Off the mark. How do you think Ricky Ponting has done so far as captain of the Test team, Bill?
I think he's done a wonderful job. Taking over from Steve Waugh was always going to be a tough task, but Ricky Ponting's been his own man. He's got a good team at his disposal, and he's batting brilliantly himself. He's made double hundreds. He's feeling confident. I think he's just coping superbly.
That's out.
That was an absolute aberration. What was he thinking?
And from another angle. Let's take a look at the innings so far. The left-hander comes in as the new batsman. One run off the over. The off-spinner to start a new spell. He found the gap with precision. He hit that with great power. What a start for the spinner. Nothing scored there. Do you think a limited overs game has had a positive impact on Test cricket today, Bill?
Oh, it certainly has. I mean, the run rate in which they score it today, it's not unusual to score 4 runs and over in Test cricket. Well, in my time and before that, 3 runs and over was considered fantastic. Also, players have developed shots that we never played, or Bradman never played. Bradman's theory was to keep the ball on the ground. Modern players prepare to hit you out of the ground the first over, so certainly it's had a big impact on Test cricket. Not only in bringing people from one-day cricket to Test cricket, and the players taking their game from one game to the other. I think the modern players, particularly the batsmen, are superb. The bowler won't like that too much.
He picked that up beautifully. That's a disastrously expensive over. Sarwan to start a new over. One more to the total. And another 4. Ah, he placed that superbly. Bradman stands out as being the greatest batsman of all time by a country mile. But what do you think was the key to his success with the bat?
I think he was his attitude. I think Bradman knew he was the best player of all time. He didn't let that advantage go. I've seen some great players not achieve the feats of Bradman or even get near Bradman. I think his determination, his will to be the best, his fitness to bat all day, and Bradman could make 300 runs in one day. I mean, that's just a magnificent performance. But I think his personal desire to be great was the answer. I think there's been players with equal ability, but not the desire that Bradman had.
2 more to the total. Another over gone. The medium pacer to start a new spell. Nothing scored there. What impact do you think the infamous bodyline tour has had on the way the game is played today, other than to restrict the number of fielders backward a square on the leg side?
Well, first of all, I think Jard and his team were absolutely brilliant. They stretched the laws of the game to the limit. They curtailed Bradman's batting average from 99 down to 53, and I think it was just a wonderful thinking performance by the Englishman. But what it did do, it proved that if you want to have batsmen scoring runs and playing their shots, you certainly don't want any more than 2 men behind square leg on the onside. And I think what that did do was to get what I think is ideal field placements for the day. I think the modern batsman can score freely. If we had bodyline today, what would be happening? Captains would be having 9 men on the onside and run rate would be down to 2 runs per over, which is not good for the game of cricket.
No runs off that delivery. And at the end of the over, Sarwan to continue. No run there. That's raced away for 4. Now the crowd really enjoyed that one. Charlie Griffith is considered to have been of real express pace, Bill, but was he the fastest you ever faced? And have there been quicker bowlers since?
No, he wasn't the fast.
Dropped it. They may yet have to pay for that.
The bowler works really hard and finally forces the batsman into a mistake only for the fielder to drop it.
No runs there. There are the bowling figures. The leg spinner to start a new over.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful if you drift down the leg side.
That's great bowling by the spinner. Batsman picks up 1 more. He's played that beautifully once more. He hit that with great power. Much is made of the quality and athleticism of modern-day fielding, but just how much improvement has there been from when you were playing Test cricket, Bill?
I'd say, apart from the greats like Neil Harvey and Colin Bland when I'd play, I'd say the fielding has improved 80%. I really think the throwing, the pick-up and throwing, the catching in all positions. You have to be a complete fieldsman today. If you don't field in all positions, it's hard to get a game, and I think the modern players' fielding has improved 80%.
A pretty ordinary over. The slow bowler to start a new spell. They're in disarray. That's a huge six. I thought that was going to join us in the commentary box.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. When assessing a batsman's technique, how important is his basic stance?
Well, once I thought it was very important, but I think when you look at the modern players, some have the bat in the air, some face square on, some face side on. I don't think it's that important. I think it's how the bat comes down. I think when you watch a guy like Gilchrist, when the bat comes down and you get the full maker's name at the ball, that's what's needed.
That was six as soon as he'd struck it. Chance goes down, catches win matches, put them down at your peril.
That really is not good cricket.
20 off the over so far. Bravo to bowl the final over. No run taken off that ball. Mix up here. That was superb placement. He picked the length really early there. He's picked that up, and six. That came right off the meat of the bat. This has been a priceless contribution for the Pakistan team.
He's played really well out there, but needs to keep his concentration to carry on from here.
Ten runs off the over thus far. That's out.
He played really well out there, but lost his concentration at a vital moment.
This was how his innings ended. Real concentration required from the new batsman here. That's a big hit. It's 6. That nearly joined us in the commentary box. That brings the innings to a close.
The opening batsmen will want to make early inroads into the bowling attack to give themselves a fighting chance in this match.
He's found the gap with that one. He picked that up beautifully. He's gone. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
There was never a run there. I can't believe they even tried for it.
The new man can't afford any lapses in concentration here. Much too early on the stroke there. No run scored. Two picked up there. No run there. It'll be the medium pacer now to start a new spell. Ooh, that's close. The batsman was in quite a bit of trouble with that delivery. Oh, well held by that spectator. He was onto that in a flash. Through the shot to a... That's out.
Very safely taken. Soft hands. That's what's important.
Let's have a look at that again. New batsman in for the Westindies. Do you think that there's more variety in spin bowling now than there's ever been in the past? Gone for a duck.
That was an important catch. He did well to hang on to it.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. New batsman in.
He had a big swing at that, but it missed everything.
And at the end of another over. The seamer to start a new over then. Impressive bowling there. The batsman didn't look comfortable there. Good stuff. If you had a choice of a top quality leggy or finger spinner, which would you choose, Bill?
On covered wickets, certainly a leg spin bowler. I think Warren's ability to spin out batsmen both left and right-handed is just absolutely superb. Off spinners certainly can do some damage on really turning pitches, but when they get on the flatter pitches, I think they struggle, where a leg spinner can still work batsmen out. If you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there is a fine example.
It was a very confident shot. Eight off the over. The leg spinner to start a new spell. Another single. That was for the moment it left his bat. That was a really classy shot there. The great Bill O'Reilly was a supreme leg spinner, but do you think he was better than Shane Warne? Or does Warne stand out as the greatest leg spin bowler of all time?
That's an unfair question, I think. It's very difficult to say. People before the war, I know Lindsay Hassett, the great Australian captain and batsman, rated Bill O'Reilly as the best bowler of all time. Modern batsmen would probably rate Shane Warne. So, from my point of view, it's Shane Warne, but maybe for people born before 1940, it would be Bill O'Reilly. So, I think it's a good question, but I would go with Shane Warne, but it's only because I've seen so much of him.
He hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes. Very well played. He's given that an almighty whack. 6 runs. He picked the length really early there.
The captain needs to look at his options, as his bowlers are getting a hammering.
The medium pacer to start a new spell. That's another single then. Great footwork, beautiful shot. Fielder hardly had a chance to move. What would be your greatest all-time team, Bill?
Oh, I don't think I'd like to pick one. I'd like to say Bradman's Invincibles, Clive Ward's Westindies, and Steve Waugh's Australian team. Probably three great sides.
Good bowling by the medium pacer. That was a superb catch by the person in row M. That nearly joined us in the commentary box.
Effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. Very expensive over. The leg spinner to start a new over. No run taken off that ball. No run scored. That wasn't far away from the edge of the bat.
He's really treating this bowling with contempt.
That was six as soon as he'd struck it. I didn't play that one very well. Smashed for four. He was onto that in a flash.
Batting side is definitely on top at the moment.
Shoaib Akhtar to start a new over. That's great bowling there from the seamer. Now that's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain want to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. He looks very pleased.
He certainly isn't interested in blocking and prodding the odd single. This has been a quick-fire innings.
These two are building a solid partnership. He just can't fault the placement there. 4 runs. He hit that with great power. Out.
He battled very well out there.
And from another angle. Absolute concentration required now from the new man in. The batsman all over the place with that one. Picked the gap beautifully. 4 runs. This over is proving rather costly to Pakistan. Oh, and he's bowled him. The batsman really had no answer to that ball. This was how his innings ended. Serious pressure on the new man in then. That really is an expensive over. It'll be the medium pacer now to start a new spell. Ooh, that's gone a long way. That was sheer brute force. Modern batsmen have the luxury of never having to play on a sticky wicket though. Could you describe exactly what a sticky wicket is for viewers at home?
I certainly can. A sticky wicket is when the ball stops and the bowler comes in and bowls. Instead of coming straight on, as we see on these good wickets, covered wickets, it'll prop. So we'll still field placing to the bat pad, silly point, shorten it off, short cover, because the batsman will attempt to drive and the ball won't be there, and normally you get caught out driving on the up. So it's completely different what we're seeing in current times. In the old days, all wickets were uncovered and batsmen learned to play off the back foot and what you need to do on a sticky wicket.
Hit that with great power. It's all over.